University student confessions. These things get wild, they get crazy, they get a little freaky. I'm gonna rank your confessions into 4 tiers. The first tier is the least serious. Been there, done that. You know, it's relatable. The second tier, which is getting a little bit more serious, is take the day off. You know, take a step back from the situation. And the third tier, which I think is pretty self-explanatory, is drop out. Fuck that. And the final 4th tier is the worst tier. Throw away the key, aka jail time. And every time we find a confession that belongs in this tier, well, I'm gonna wax my legs. Let's get into it. So last semester, I did long distance, and when I found out that he was cheating on me and hooking up with other guys, I asked him to get an STD test. When he sent me the negative result, I told him that he was boring in bed, and I blocked him. Well, that is definitely one way to get back at your ex. I have never been cheated on before, thank the good Lord in Christ, thank you. But if it ever did happen, this would be a great way to put them in their place. So you might need to take a little step back and just have some time to yourself. So maybe just take a day off, I reckon. Take a day off. Number 2. So at my old uni, I thought that my English major tutor was literally the cutest guy I'd ever seen. I don't like where this is going. He was tall, had a sultry voice, and really cared about what he was teaching. Wow, what descriptive words you were using. I love his class, but I found out the next semester that he had invited a rando student to his office and was being very flirty, asking her out for drinks and stuff. And then he got fired. I was shook, but also like, low-key, wanted it to be me. I've since moved universities, and Swinburne is a lot more tame. Oh god. Ladies and gentlemen, let's think about this. She wanted to make a move on this teacher, but he got to someone first. Now, some could argue that this belongs in the jail category. And, unfortunately, I think those people are right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on. Oh, 3, 2... 3, 2, 1... Oh! I missed it! 3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh, shit. Number 3. Here we go. I just tried the new Taco Bell that opened up down the road from Swinburne the night before my 3-hour exam the next day. I have been there and I felt sick afterwards. During the exam, I felt the need to take the biggest shit of my life. Uh-oh. I'm talking stomach cramps, sweat pouring down my face and pits. But I needed to finish this exam to get a good grade going into next year. I clenched my cheeks as if the world depended on it, and it did. Another 45 minutes went by, and I had yet to unleash the monster brewing in my stomach. I didn't even dare to let out a fart, as I knew that that would end in disaster. Another 20 minutes passed, and I had never felt so much pain in my life. Holy, this is a horror story. I couldn't bear it anymore. I shit my pants. What the fuck? Good thing I was wearing my compression underwear, or it would go all over the floor. That is the grossest confession. I mean, I should send you to jail just for that. But if that happened to me and someone found out, you wouldn't go to jail, but you would drop out. Fuck that. I think it's pretty self-explanatory where we're putting this one. I think if you didn't have time to drop your pants, you should probably drop out. Okay, let's move on to number 4. In my final year of uni, I walked into the bathrooms and noticed the end stall being used. So I used the one next to it to do my business. Well, if only the person in the last confession had the same idea. However, I began to hear low moaning and panting coming from the other side of the divider. I couldn't help but notice not one, but 2 pairs of shoed feet from underneath the stall. I then saw a pair of hands take off a shoe and a sock, exposing a hairy bare foot. It was then lifted out of sight, where I heard some sucking noises and more moaning. After finishing my business, I quickly washed my hands and left. I was curious to see who the couple was, so I stayed close by the bathroom in the hall. I was shocked when a good friend came out of the entrance, with another friend close behind. One of them adjusted their shoe, so I knew he was the one who got his bare foot worked on. I am so sorry. My word, that is the kinkiest thing that I've ever heard about in university. I sure hope he scrubs his toes, because I sure don't. And I think we all know where this belongs. The relatable category. You should have seen what I did last week. It was absolutely... I'm kidding. No. Well, that one definitely belongs in the taking a day off, I reckon. Because after that, I would need to emotionally reset. And I think someone needs to wash their toes. With that, we are moving on to number 5. I am never going to ask out a girl again. I'd been really feeling this girl in my engineering class, and she was probably the cutest girl I'd ever seen. So I was very nervous to approach her. I waited the whole year to build up the courage. And on the second last day, I made my move. I asked her if she wanted to go out sometime. She seemed repulsed at first. That is not something that you want to hear when asking out a woman. However, she told me that I could come over to hers tonight. So after class, I rushed home to get changed, and I took the train to her house. I arrived at 8 wearing the best fit that I could come up with. I was looking good. Good for you, man. I went up to the front door and knocked. However, the door didn't open to the girl I was here to see. It was apparently her boyfriend. Ouch. He told me to go f myself, and then he shut the door in my face. WTF. I think this could have happened because of two possibilities. Possibility one is that she genuinely wanted to have you over for dinner. She didn't tell her boyfriend or didn't know that her boyfriend would be coming over, and he found out, and obviously he got mad, rightfully so. Possibility two, she told you to come over when she knew her boyfriend would be there, so you could get embarrassed. Both of these options aren't good, and I wouldn't be hanging around her anymore. I think it's going to be between tier 3 and tier 2. Would I drop out because of this? No. You know, I probably would drop out if I saw the boyfriend around university often. But if you didn't know him, then I think it's fine. So let's just say, take a day off. You obviously need some time to process that. And you know, I would block that girl because I'm just an alpha male like that. Anyway. Number 6. I thought it would be funny to try that trend when you cover up a fart with a sneeze. So in animation class, I got my friend to record me doing it. The fart was very loud, and my sneeze obviously didn't cover it up. My friend and I laughed, but no one else shared our humor. I got asked to leave the class by our tutor. Well, you were kind of asking for it, weren't you? Damn! Don't get me wrong, I love a good fart. I think it's hilarious. So to be honest, I would have screamed out laughing if I was in that class. I have tried this trend before. And you know what? I think it's up on my TikTok right now. So maybe you should go check it out. Well, I think this one has to go in the relatable category because everyone farts. I have never been asked to leave class, but mine are more of the silent but deadly type, you know what I mean? Relatable. Moving on to number 7. We've only got a couple left, and to be honest, my legs are looking quite good, and I'm feeling quite happy about that. Number 7. This one has a title, Quiet in the Library. While I was waiting for my boyfriend to meet me at the library for a study session, yes, we have date night at the library, I got so horned up while reading my anatomy textbook that as soon as he finished his class and came to the library, we both finished in the public bathroom. Relatable, am I right? Thank you so much for sharing that with us. There are some freaky students out there, I will tell you that much. You know, when we dive into the nitty-gritty, which is not something you want to say after you've just read people have had sex in the library, I think they need to take a day off to do the deed, because obviously you're too horny to be at university. Get a room! Oh, sweet, sweet number 8. I walked in on my roommate's girlfriend shaving her pubes into a bowl of water next to my bed. What the f? She screamed, ran into the bathroom, and locked the door. I quickly grabbed something and immediately left. I returned a couple of hours later and she was gone. I never saw her again. That is not okay. For one, what is your roommate's girlfriend doing in your room next to your bed, shaving her pubes into a bowl of water? Bruh. Do it in the bathroom like a normal person. Is this like a kink that I'm not aware of? I know a thing or two about kinks, but I've never heard something like this. I really hope there was just something wrong with the bathroom that she couldn't do it in there. Like there was a spider in there. That's a good reason. But I would be having nightmares if I was this dude. How do you know she got it all in the bowl next to your bed? You know, you wake up in the middle of the night and you feel something on your tongue. You go and you pick it out and it's a hair. I would scream. I would shit my pants. That is the nastiest that I've ever read. In terms of the tier list, I don't want this to go where it needs to go, but it needs to. Here we go. Why couldn't you just use the bathroom, man? 3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh, that was a good one. That was a real good one. Well, here's the final tier list. Stay freaky, stay cool. Subscribe if you want to see more of this crazy content. That's all.